Christian Schweiger scoring for this U16 USA Select program as they try to improve to 4-0 here at this tournament. Getting in front, not a lot of angle, but just enough. All that Luke Miller needed. He scores his first of the day, makes it 2-0. About 3 minutes gone by.
Select goal by number 4, Luke Miller. With just over 12 minutes remaining in the first half.
Luke Miller scored 2 goals earlier today in the USA's 8-3 win over Ontario. He gets his first of this contest from the McDonough School locally. Headed to play at Notre Dame. 2-0, USA in front. Haudenosaunee trying to work his way back into it. Jamison. I believe that was Galante, came away with the face-off. Ground ball. Now Jamison swings it down to the near side, and Dalen John Hill playing for both the U16 and U18 programs. Very talented young man. Kogan keeps it moving. Now Jamison's shot deflected on the way in, and an easy pickup off the deflection for USA goalie Luke Origi, who played in the second half of the first game and gets the first half assignment here in their second game. 2-0, the USA is in front. Quick start. Third game of 8 here today. This is the third of 4 boys games, and then there'll be girls action. After that, USA, Ontario, both even 9 points apiece in Brogden Cup competition. Haudenosaunee looking to get their first shot, not on target from Conway Reppert. It's wide, but it's backed up. Luke Miller back there to get it. You see Mickey Conway Reppert, midfielder from Loomis Chaffee in Windsor, Connecticut. It's all over the field in their first game today against Ontario. DeVere keeps it moving. Gunning. He scored a goal earlier, has that one taken away. Opportunity for Haudenosaunee to clear. Good individual effort. Galante all the way up with it, trying to connect with Kogan. Kogan gets it back off the ground. 5 minutes gone by in this first half. Haudenosaunee still looking for their first goal of the day. Comes out to Douglas Thompson. Thompson dodging in on cage, fires it in front, but not exactly sure who the target was. This matchup yesterday, the Americans scored the first 14 goals of the game, led by 8 points from Luke Miller, 6 goals and 2 assists, as they defeated Haudenosaunee 15-1. Owen Scott had 2 goals and an assist in the win for the U.S. as well. Ball thrown away. Finn Evans tracks it down. Still 2-0, and that's sloppy. Just thrown away on the clear. Ground ball picked up by Jaden James. Haudenosaunee again trying to get on the board much earlier today than they were able to yesterday. And Haudenosaunee is going to take an early timeout. 8:40 remaining in the first half. Been a busy weekend here at USA Lacrosse on top of the Brogden Cup. Of course, there was the national team action from both the USA men and women. Inter-squad scrimmage from the men on Friday night. Then they played split squad games against Maryland yesterday while the women took on North Carolina. Also, we had the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame induction last night, honoring the likes of Jenny Levy, she and Stanwick Birch, amongst others. Been an incredible weekend of celebration of the sport. These players in the U16 and U18, the select programs, trying to make a statement for future consideration on the senior national team. USA on top 2-0 with 8:40 remaining in this first half. After this one, We will have the award ceremony for the boys U16 portion of the Brogden Cup. Then the same two programs, USA and Haudenosaunee, we'll have a U18 matchup to wrap up the boys' play here at the tournament. Out of the timeout, Makai Jimerson will have it for Haudenosaunee. Julian Watts. Good movement, crisp. Dalen John Hill keeps it going. Galante. Now Jimerson. Come back to Galante. Goal line extended. And up top, Dalen John Hill. They'll keep moving, extending the field a little bit. Trying to force the U.S. to extend the defense. And it'll be thrown away. Ground ball picked up by Chason. We saw Chason turn on the Jets a couple times in the first game today and go take the clear himself. He runs into three midfielders. Doesn't like what he sees, so he moves it down to the near side. Justin Brown carries it over. Team USA, and Brown loses his footing, loses the ball. But there to help him out is Scott. Scott, Calvert Hall Cardinal, plays for the Fellowship Christian Athletes Club here locally in Baltimore. Past the midway point of this first half, Team USA on top 2-0. Vanna will get it back. Vanna splits, dodging to his left, feeds right in front. Ooh, we thought that was going to be an alley-oop chance. Doesn't quite get through, but Luke Miller tracks it down. Under 7 minutes to play. Miller feeds it in front, not hammered home as Scott was free. Tried to shoot low, not able to get the tally. Working against Haudenosaunee goalie Blaine Powless. We go the other way. It's only a 2-0 game. Big opportunity here for Haudenosaunee. Trying to get free. Dalen John Hill, that gets inside, save made. Origi with a great save. Now in transition go the Americans. Lally pushing it up behind the back pass. Good movement, and it's a good goal. No, side netting, sorry, side netting. Call that a parent goal. I'm a parent now, so I'm allowed to be confused in those situations. That one is, however, a good goal. Stung in from the other side by Luke Miller. Second goal of the day for Luke Miller.
Number 4, Luke Miller.
I guess I should say second goal of the game for Luke Miller. Fourth goal of the day, including the two he scored earlier today against Ontario. 3-0. Team USA in front. Sardis out for the face-off this time for the Americans. Sardis with the quick win, working against Jamison. Sardis all the way in himself, shoots low. Nice save from Palace. Haudenosaunee trying to clear, not able to. Ball's loose on the turf. They'll get it as Jimerson picks up the ground ball. Haudenosaunee trailing, trying to work their way back. Dalen John Hill loses his footing from the seat of his pants, trying to complete a pass. It's taken away, at least briefly, by Evans. Haudenosaunee gets possession back, and off-balance shot from Blayton Hops Thompson won't go. In trouble, doing a great job of holding on to the ball was Jamison as he was being hassled. Hops Thompson passes it back to Jamison, who on the third try will come up with it. Nope, he will lose it again. Instead, taken away by Conway Reppert in transition. Conway Reppert shoots low, wide. backed up, stays with Team USA. Four minutes to play in the first half. Conway Reppert from further out shoots, but that's stopped by Palace. So Haudenosaunee hanging around. 3-0 game. We go under 4 minutes to play. Holding in there defensively. Now can they get their offense going? We see Tryson Sunday as Haudenosaunee ends up turning it over. Sunday wearing number 33. Playing in the U16 matchup. .320 to play in the first half. Not the sharpest half of lacrosse we've seen. Don't know if maybe Team USA isn't feeling the effects of as much lacrosse as they've played in the last 24 hours. Perhaps something in the coaching strategy today. After a lopsided victory yesterday, Conway Reppert trying to feed it underneath. It's off target. They're going to call it a shot. In front, shot not on target from Beachley. The attacker from DeMatha Catholic, just outside of DC. And Team USA is going to take a timeout with 2:42 remaining. Talk about their offensive possessions. We will have first half highlights coming up at halftime. And again, when this concludes, there will be an awards presentation for the boys U16 portion of the Brogden Cup tournament. Still work to do for the Americans today to claim the Brogden Cup, which again is a combined competition between the boys and girls. Right now, 9 points each for the USA and Ontario. The USA has a lot more points to be had on the table. They could still get as many as 6, whereas Ontario only has the opportunity to get 2 more in the girls' competition. So USA handles their business. They'll be in good shape to claim the Brogden Cup for a 3rd consecutive time since the return of the event back in 2019. Reminder that Brogden Cup originated in 1988 to honor former Johns Hopkins goalie Max Brogden, who represented the U.S. in the 1932 Olympics in Los Angeles. Brogden Cup originally pitted post-collegiate club players from the United States against Canadian players. The Cup has evolved over time since 2019, has been awarded for this competition here at USA Lacrosse, involving the USA Select and other international teams. Each team does win 1 point for each victory in the overall points competition for the Brogden Cup, combining U16, U18 at the boys and girls levels. U.S. ball out of the timeout. 2:41 remaining in this first half. They lead 3-0 over Haudenosaunee. 15-minute halves in the Brogden Cup. Crisp ball movement. Very nearly thrown away. Good job by Scott to snag that one. And US ends up throwing it away. Can't be happy with that. Beachley to DeVere. Not able to connect on the pass. Haudenosaunee gets it back. Thompson brings it up. Gets them into their offense. Dalen John Hill from behind the cage. Fires it back in front. Kogan being hassled by Mendier. Holds on to it. Jimerson. Haudenosaunee trying to get on the board for just the second time against the Americans, including their matchup yesterday. Faking the shot, thinking about it, not taking it. Thompson instead keeps it moving. Running shot, turned aside. Origi making the play. And it's going to go back the other way. Race to the sideline, won by Team USA right in front of us with 1 minute remaining in this first half. Origi drops it off to Jace Johnson, flips it forward. USA with 45 seconds left. It'll be interesting to see what strategy is for when they engage. Trying to finish perfect 4-0 in the U16 competition. Skane. Back behind, defender hung up. Miller surveying from X. Now defender comes to meet him. Jaden James getting back into the picture. That's backed up, stays with the Americans. 14.9 seconds remaining. Making a move, feeding up top. Shot skipped in. Not on target, off the stick of Justin Brown. 6.8 seconds to play in the half. And moved in front. That'll be knocked down, and that'll be how the half comes to a close. USA on top, 3-0 over Haudenosaunee. First half highlights coming up next. You're watching the 2022 USA Lacrosse Fall Classic.
Every player knows the skills you learn on the field can be the foundation for anything you choose to do in life.
Thank you for connecting me to a greater community.
We're growing beyond goals on the field.
And our futures are united.
So thank you, Lacrosse,
For inspiring me to be me.
We are better,
safer,
And wiser together.
and we're building a stronger future
For everyone.
Halftime here at Tierney Field. Team USA on top 3-0 over Haudenosaunee. Glenn Clark with you, Brogden Cup competition. I'll show you one highlight from the first half. Not a lot going on, obviously, in a 3-0 game. The Americans jumped out to an early lead. Good ball movement, work it around, and ultimately the shot low to high. Good stinging effort from Luke Miller. His second goal of the game, fourth goal of the day, and makes it 3-0. That's where we are as we get ready for the start of the second half. Teams will switch sides. Team USA 3-0 in play at the U16 level, the Brogden Cup. This event here at Tierney Field, as well as St. Paul's locally in Baltimore this weekend. Second half just about set to begin. Digging in for the opening faceoff, Flynn Wilson. This one will go the other way on the faceoff violation, so another opportunity for Haudenosaunee to try to get on the board. Try to make this one interesting here in the second half. They'll work it around. Jimerson keeps it moving. Haudenosaunee has shown good ball movement, just have not seen anyone who can take a one-on-one effort, get in front, make it happen to get goals on the board. Well, they tried to work a play there, but that pass not on target as they were looking for Galante in front of the cage. Instead, it'll go back the other way and belong to the Americans. Good transition. Miller trying to feed it in front. Is knocked down. He gets it back. Miller inside, shoots wide. Schweiger there to back up. Schweiger will pick it up. Schweiger operating from X. A good hop step, pass in front, behind the back opportunity won't go for Scott. And Haudenosaunee will get it back. 3-0. And USA gets it back. That great ride. However, the trail check, ball comes loose. Miller there to pick it up. Skane slows it down. Lally feeding it in front in one motion. Schweiger trying to swing it in, not able to get it on target. Ball still free in the corner. Teddy Lally trying to pick it up. Third try gets it. Scramble situation. Oh, what a check from behind by Sunday to get it free. USA holds on to possession, prolonged possession to start this second half. 2 15-minute halves in Brogden Cup competition. 2.5 minutes remaining. It seems like perhaps Team USA employing some coaching strategies today. Some things they want to see their team do when they have the ball offensively before maybe they go to score. Skane gets it back near side, loses it. It's on the turf. Sunday trying to force it free and gets him on the trail check. Sunday coming around. CT and GB. Tristan Sunday. Haudenosaunee. Sunday showing off his moves, but loses his footing, and Chasen gets it right back for Team USA. 3-0 there in front, 11.5 remaining in this second half. Brogden Cup play from Tierney Field at USA Lacrosse headquarters in Sparks, Maryland. Part of the USA Lacrosse Fall Classic. Third and final day of the event. Schweiger moves it back the other way. Seen a very patient approach from the Americans. 3-0 in pool play. Vanna scored earlier today against Ontario. He moves it for a shot low to high that wasn't on target off the stick of Brown. Americans track down the loose ball, keep possession. Now getting in front, shooting a high to high. Jake Vanna scores for the first time in this game. USA with their first goal of the second half. It's 4-0. Jake Vanna has had a busy weekend. We'll watch it one more time.
Select goal by number 13, Jake Vanna.
He's got right around his defender.
Just over 10 minutes remaining.
Blayton Hobbs Thompson scores.
Score is USA select
4-0 game.
Nationals 0.
10 minutes remaining. Face-off win, and Haudenosaunee is going to take a timeout to protect after Watts came up with it. They want to make sure they hold on to possession, don't give it right back to Team USA. 4-0 at the conclusion of this one. We mentioned going to have the award ceremony for the U16 boys portion of the competition. And then when that concludes, have a brief pause. And then Team USA and Haudenosaunee, a U18 matchup coming up after that. That's the final boys game of the tournament. And then the busy day of girls action. Team USA and Ontario, U16. Team USA, Ontario, U18. Team USA, Haudenosaunee, U16. Team USA, Haudenosaunee, U18. Monica Moore will be with you for the girls competition coming up a little bit later on this morning. 9:49 remaining in the second half. Americans in front, 4-0. Haudenosaunee out of the timeout, trying to get on the board for the first time today. Wind starting to pick up a little bit. It's been a pretty pleasant weekend all told. Crisp, but beats sweating and not so terribly cold that it can't be enjoyed by the fans who are here from all over the country supporting their players. Racing in, play called out of the timeout, and that'll create a goal. Dalen John Hill scoring for Haudenosaunee, picking up that ground ball, putting it home. Beating USA goalie Hunter Keller, and out of the timeout, well executed. 4-1 game. Watch it one more time. Not who the pass was intended for, but Dalen John Hill was right there.
Dalen John Hill.
And he puts it home. Dalen John Hill's first of the game. Makes it 4-1.
USA select 4, Haudenosaunee Nationals 1.
We tick down towards 9 minutes to play in this second half. That ball swiped back. Flynn Wilson giving DeVere the opportunity to pick up the ground ball. USA has been very patient on attack today. Not forced anything. Just tried to keep working their possessions. Show their ability to maybe work some clock a little bit. Various scenarios they're working on throughout the course of this game. Schweiger moves it back up top. Lally. Now Miller trying to shake free. Miller dodging left, has it checked out of his stick. Ground ball there to be picked up. However, it did not last long on the stick of Martin. Haudenosaunee Martin not able to hold on to it either. USA gets it back. Lally skip pass, that is off the top bar. Owen Scott thought that it went through the net, but the call is no goal. No goal is the call. Owen Scott politely disagreeing. Possession continues to the Americans, and Scott will get it back. This one definitely counts. Owen Scott, the Calvert Hall Cardinal, playing for head coach Brian Kelly.
Select goal by number 2, Owen Scott. With just over 7 minutes remaining in regulation to score.
Makes it 5-1 in favor of the Americans. You watch it again. 7 minutes to play in the second half. Scott currently playing at Calvert Hall. Yesterday we saw Daniel Kelly, the former Calvert Hall Cardinal. Had a really nice day for the University of Maryland as they took on the men's national team, senior national team. Chason with the ground ball off the face-off win. Sardis out there this time. Miller will slow it down. Now he sends it back behind. Schweiger moves it around as the Americans again show a patient approach offensively with a 5-1 lead as we tick down towards 6 minutes to play. Miller feeds it back into the middle. That's off the pipe again, this time off the stick of Gunning. US will get it back. It was warded. Damian Warrior now in the pipes for Haudenosaunee. Feed inside. Miller trying to go behind the back. Can't get the shot off. Warrior will pick it up out of the netting. Pass knocked down. Ground ball to be had, comes away to Douglas Thompson for Haudenosaunee. Thompson's got some real estate in front of him. He'll pull the trigger, but well protected. Looking for that top corner, Hunter Keller from Utah, there to protect it. Keeps it 5-1. Americans inch closer to a 10th point in this Brogden Cup competition. Go back in front of Ontario in the overall race for the Brogden Cup. Owen Scott sends it back to Skane. They'll keep it moving with 4.5 to play in this second half. Showing the same patient approach that we've seen throughout this contest. Team USA probably playing at about a 6, it seems like, as far as the pace is concerned. Thinking about it behind the back. Vanna instead comes back in front. Shot across the mouth of goal and out, backed up, belongs to Haudenosaunee. 4 minutes remaining in the second half. In trouble, somehow holding on to it at first was Booth. Instead it comes out, Luke Miller. Oh, they're gonna say Haudenosaunee ball. Hill flings it forward. Kogan in some trouble in the midfield. They'll get it ahead, back to Hill. Hill rolls it along the turf, where Sunday will pick it up. Tristan Sunday. Trying to find some room, back to his left. Shot, not on target. Backed up, stays with Haudenosaunee. A 5-1 game. 3 minutes remaining in the second half. In front, shot not on target from Sunday. Race for the backup, won by Team USA. And you start to wonder at this point, Team USA might not just play keep away for the rest of this one. Ice away that 4-0 finish in competition for the Team USA U16 Select program. Swept Ontario, beat Haudenosaunee yesterday, not trying to win again today to put the finishing touches on a perfect weekend here in the Brogden Cup. Shot fake, then second shot skipped. Warrior able to handle it off the stick of Skane. 2 minutes remaining, and the flag will come out. So Haudenosaunee, that cross check, they will get an extra man opportunity here. Skane coming over to serve the penalty. First extra man try of the day for Haudenosaunee. 1:50 to play. Dalen John Hill keeps it moving. Sunday. Back to Kogan. Out of the middle of the field. Jimerson. Good ball movement on the extra man. A couple of fakes. Shot not on target. Galante not able to get it to go. It is backed up. Stays with Haudenosaunee. Thinking about it, but not pulling the trigger was Kogan. Ball comes loose on the turf. Out towards midfield. And it is snagged by Evans. Evans, however, not able to hold on. Can he get it back? Kind of a miscommunication there between he and Miller. You take it, no, you take it. Ultimately, Miller's going to get it. 1 minute remaining. Sunday trying to swipe it out. Flag does indeed come out. Sunday a bit too aggressive. Sunday will serve the penalty. USA will get the extra man. 51.5 seconds remaining as they lead 5-1. Right now, the question is, will the USA just keep passing around, or will they try to go on goal one more time here before this one concludes? Has not been in doubt. Not the offensive explosion that yesterday was for the Americans, but never really in jeopardy. It's taken away by Jaden James, but the U.S. gets it right back, knifing his way through and adding one to the tally. DeVere scoring for the first time today. John DeVere makes it 6-1.
USA select goal by number 8, John DeVere, with 20 seconds remaining. USA selects lead 6-1.
20 seconds left. Clock stops in the final 30 seconds of the half. 6-1 game. One more face-off. It'll be Jaden James out there for Haudenosaunee. Working against Trevor Sardis. No, sorry, not actually this time. It was Flynn Wilson. Wilson wins the face-off. U.S. will try to get one more shot. We'll see, maybe, if they get one more shot. Looks like Luke Miller will be content to hold it out, and that will be how this one will come to a close. 10th point in Brogden Cup competition for Team USA as they defeat Haudenosaunee 6-1 here at Tierney Field. We're going to take a look at our second half highlights from this one. Team USA had the 3-0 advantage at the half. Good move inside, and a shot high to high. Scored by Jake Vanna. Haudenosaunee able to get on the board out of a timeout. Loose ball, scooped up by Dalen John Hill. He put it home. But they weren't able to work their way back into it. It was all USA. Owen Scott thought he had a goal earlier, didn't count. That one does. And then the loose ball grabbed and raced in for the final goal of the game for John DeVere as they win 6-1. We will wrap up this portion of the broadcast, but we're going to bring you the awards ceremony for the U16 competition. After that, it'll be USA Haudenosaunee U18 play here at the 2022 USA Lacrosse Fall Classic.